What's up, guys? AW here. Will order. How y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? I mean, this afternoon, not tonight. Whoops. It is the afternoon. I almost forgot. It was the afternoon. Yeah, I was planning to do afternoon streams on this Sunday. Uh, really had nothing really planned. This stream just came. I just came up with the stream about like hour and a half ago. Okay, I just came up with the stream about an hour and a half ago. Let you all know. What's up, guys? What's up, Sideways? So I really did not plan to stream well in advance. It's just an impromptu stream I came up with about an hour and a half ago. Okay? And we're going to take a look at comic book movies coming out next year. Next year, 2025. Okay? It's a relatively kind of a lighter comic book movie year schedule than we're used to. This year we had Madam Web, Joker, Deadpool, Venom. We're gonna have Craven. I guess technically the Crow. But this year we're gonna have a lighter. Next year we're gonna have a lighter schedule in the comic book movie sphere. Okay, with only 4 movies, 3 from Marvel and 1 from DC. DC is a big one. Marvel has, I guess, I don't know if you could consider it. I guess Fantastic Four is huge. And what's up, Degrassi? What's up, man? Just chilling, guys. Just chilling, you know. I'm just making Degrassi mad privately with the Whistler. Getting all Degrassi wound up because of the Whistler. Degrassi hates the Whistler. But there's gonna be 4 movies coming out next year. Yeah, and I did mention them. 3 Marvel, 1 DC. Okay? Marvel movie is I'll go in order of release date, I guess. I'll go in order. Captain America's first. Brave New Order. That's first. Thunderbolts is second. In May 2nd or 6th. I don't know what exact date, but I just know Thunderbolts is in May. And then July we got both movies, Superman and Fantastic Four. Okay? And first Superman will be coming out before Fantastic Four, July 11th of 2025. And then 2 weeks later, we'll get Fantastic Four First Steps, July 25th of 2025. Okay? So just 4 movies on schedule. On schedule for next year. So kind of a lighter schedule than this year. This year was kind of a lighter schedule too compared to years past. Last year in 2023, if I went to last year, 2023 was more of a packed, more of a packed comic book movie year with Shazam, Guardians, The Marvels, what's the other movie? Ant-Man, Aquaman. It was just a little bit more. It was just a little bit more action-packed with movies in the theaters. 2022 was a lot too. 2022 there was a lot. 2021 there was many. 2021 was it was stacked, stacked, because studios pushed everything back, right? And 2021 had a lot of comic book movies coming out that year because for obvious reasons, because of the pandemic, right? In 2022 too. In 2023, it was still a lot, but it was reduced. It was a little bit reduced compared to 2022, 2023, and the 2024 was yeah, was about 5 or 6. This year, so far, only 4 for 2025 on schedule, on tap for 2025. 3 Marvel movies and 1 DC movie. Okay, and we're gonna go by release date first, and then Blue Beetle. I forgot about that 2023. Thank you for reminding me. We're gonna go by release date first. Talk about the movie's release date in order first, and then we're gonna talk. Then I'm gonna go with my most anticipated. Okay. So the first movie on schedule for first comic book movie on schedule for 2025, I almost said 2024, is this movie, Brave New Order. This is this movie. Before we get into the details behind the chaos behind this movie is the story of Sam Wilson finally being the Captain America of the DC, that DCU, MCU going forward. This is about him taking as finally the mantle of Captain America. Also, this movie is going to feature Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross because William Hurt tragically passed away, right? A couple years ago. So obviously they had to recast him with Harrison Ford, Thunderbolt Ross, President Ross. You see the president. We got we got the leader. The leader's going to be in it. He's he was in the Incredible Hulk movie from 2008. The leader. He's going to look different in this movie. He's going to look different. We got Giancarlo Esposito as, what's his name, Sidewinder. Serpent Society. But yeah, this is about Sam Wilson taking the role as Captain America with Harrison Ford being Thunderbolt Ross. And yes, the big reveal in the trailers is the Red Hawk. Red Hawk. Thunderbolt Ross will become Red Hawk. Okay? And this movie comes out first next year. Okay? And then and there is chaos behind this the movie. Reshoots, horrible test screenings, lot of dysfunction among this movie behind the scenes. I mean, they might be doing reshoots right now as I'm speaking. And make sure to like, share, subscribe, please. I forgot to do that for you. Okay. No. One. Please. So that comes out February 14th. Yeah, that's Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure this is not a Valentine's Day kind of movie. Cap 4 would be MCU's Man of Reb. Ironically, like I just said a second ago, it comes out the same day that Man of Reb came out on. Okay. All right. Next, we're gonna get to the next movie that comes out, and that's Thunderbolts. A group of misfits working together. And why? The Suicide Squad, right? Suicide Squad, Marvel Suicide Squad. And I'm doing quotations when I say that because they're not. They're not. Marvel Suicide Squad. But yeah, some people they are, but to me they're not. Okay, so this movie comes out in May. Yes, the features Yelena, Winter Soldier, Red Guardian. We got the returning Ghost and Taskmaster. Along we get the debut of Sentry Bob in this movie, right? No, all these characters have in common. They've done so-called very bad things, right? Right? But they're not. To me, they're not really all villains. Some of them are brainwashed. Uh, yeah, a lot of them were brainwashed, and they weren't exactly shit. I always debunked by people. I always debunk when people say, "Yeah, this is why." I always debunked the fact that this is not really a Suicide Squad because the Suicide Squad were really villains. They were villains. These are not really villains. Yes, they done bad things, but they were brainwashed and us. All right, they weren't really villains, if you ask me. Truly villains. Okay. Suicide Squad they were terrible people in the Suicide Squad. Here, no. Oh yeah, U.S. Agent, for example. Like U.S. Agent is not a villain in my book. Okay, not really a villain. More like they're more like anti-heroes. I would say more anti-hero like than straight up villains. The villains in Suicide Squad, they were villains. They were fucking villains. Captain Boomerang was a villain. There was okay. Dazaki Degrassi, T-Bolt's a name only. Thunderbolt's a team only. So yeah, that movie comes up May, early part of May, early part of May of next year. Okay. Then we get into July. July. All right. July is the big month, the comic book movies of 2025. Okay. Okay. Superman and Fantastic Four. Okay. All right. First up, we got Superman, which trailer could drop anytime soon. Anytime soon. Okay. Anytime it could drop. Okay. And I think the Dark Avengers are actually villains too, like actual villains, the worst kind of villains. I'm not gonna go in detail about that. Okay, so I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna go in so much detail. Like I talk about Superman. So this is the first movie of the DCU. The DCU kind of starts this week, right, with Creature Commandos. But Superman is really the really the what's going to get people really really vested interested into the DCU going forward. Creature Commandos is good for the hardcore fans, like people in the like me and people in the chat, stuff like that. But Creature Commandos is not the type of adaptation that's going to get the general audience vested interested in the DCU to see future DCU content. That's not Creature Commandos. Okay, that's Superman. It's Superman, right? Superman. That's Superman. And this is James Gunn's Superman. And yeah, I hope like Red. I know Red's not in here now, but he did say earlier, Superman Legacy better be better than Man of Steel. Gotta hope so. I really do. You got a better director behind the movie. You got solid casting choices. Solid casting choices. Okay. Well, that's why they picture Azarus, right? I think that's. But okay, but now so this is movies being hyped right now because of potential trailer dropping. Now, like when we did a stream on Grace thinks they're gonna drop the trailer for the critics on Monday, December 9th. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, they'll be writing. They'll be writing, man. Oh yeah. They'll be crying once again. That's all they've been doing is crying. That's all they can do is cry, whine, and bitch and moan because they're not getting what they want. They're not getting what they want, and they can't accept it. They can't move on. They can't accept it. They're like, okay, all right. So the Superman, that's July 11th, James Gunn's first DCU movie, and that has to it has to be successful. It does. First impression is always a good impression, right? Right? First impression is a good impression, right? And no, I don't think it. Whatever, however people see it, view it, whatever their thoughts are, I don't think it's gonna really affect James Gunn much. I mean, with Marvel doesn't really do. With Marvel, they just go with the flow, kind of. I think that's gonna be. I think it has to be. It's gonna be the same thing. James Gunn's still gonna stick to the plan, despite what potential, whatever success or not success this movie has. Okay. Good reviews will help. The word of mouth might help. Okay. Then we got Fantastic Four first steps 2 weeks later after Superman comes out. Okay. We finally get the Fantastic Four in the MCU. Well, technically, I guess they were in the MCU if you count John Krasinski's Reed Richards. So they were kind of introduced to the MCU, but that's just a variant from a different universe. They're not. He's not our. He's not going to be the MCU's. The he's not the Reed Richards going forward in the MCU. Obviously, that was just for shock value in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That's all it really was. Okay? All it really was that. Okay? But now we got the actual movie. Well, actually, a movie now with Fantastic Four in the MCU. Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and Eben Barack Moss as the Fantastic Four, Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, The Thing, The Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, and Invisible Woman. Okay? Coming out July 2025, July 25th or 26th, 2025, 2 weeks after, exactly 2 weeks after Superman, we're getting that. And that's their big movie that Marvel MCU is gunning for. Uh, okay, that's their big, big, big event movie. That's their they are putting a lot of stock in 2025, putting a lot of promotional work, marketing work in more than the other two movies. Still put work into that, to the other two movies, but this is different. This is different. Also, it's because it's going to be a Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con comes out during San Diego Comic Con. Probably going to do a screening there. They're probably going to show the movie at the San Diego Comic Con like they did at Deadpool Wolverine. It's going to be the same thing there. Okay. There's going to be a lot of buzz about this movie. I mean, okay. There's going to be a lot of buzz going forward about this movie and Superman. And I'm all for it. Now, the question is, Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom going to be in it? I think he will. I think he will. In some capacity. Um, that's a good question. I think is Fantastic Four the last movie of Phase 5? Is that the last movie of Phase 5 or is that the beginning of Phase 6? I don't remember because I think they said Secret Wars is the last movie of the multiverse saga, the last movie of Phase 6. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good. Oh no, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't. Red. What are you talking about? You're crazy, Red. You're crazy. Okay. Okay. People have been wanting Marvel to get their hands on Fantastic Four for a long ass time. I think a lot. I don't know. I think people are underestimating Fantastic Four. I really do think there's a lot of people are underestimating Fantastic Four. I think you guys are underestimating it. Some of you. Oh, shut up, Red. You're now. I know you're trolling. Okay. Uh. So those are the four movies that come out for comic books. All right, next year. So it's four movies. There's four movies. There's four movies. Right. Very, very, very small. Now on the TV side of things, there's other comic book stuff coming out TV side of things. Three shows from Marvel and one from DC. Okay. Okay. Obviously, but this is just a movie thing. I mean, there's three from Marvel, and there's going to be three live action shows from Marvel and one live action show from DC next year. So if you want to count the movies, if you want to count total comic stuff, there's about 8 to 10. But I'm just counting movies for next year. All right. Now, how long have we been talking? Oh, Willie Degrassi. Wow, you're a hardliner, man. You pull no punches. You're like, oh my god. I mean, he's worked on the other Fantastic Fours, right? The original ones. Oh my god, Degrassi is no nonsense kind of boss here, man. All right. So I'm gonna do what I'm doing look most forward to movies, comic book movies, and this is gonna be my list, and I'm gonna go backwards. Okay, backwards. I'm not gonna go forward. So 4 to 1, from least anticipated to most anticipated. Okay. Okay. So it's my list. You may have a different list than me. All right, and that's all cool. That's all cool. All right. So what least anticipated movie for me for 2025 comic book wise? Where is it? This movie, Captain America: Brave New World. Why is this number 4? And by the way, since there's only 4 movies, top three is not a badge of honor. If there was more movies coming out in comic books in next year, top 3 would be a badge of honor. Would be good. But since there's only 4 movies, top 3 is not exactly a good thing. It's not exactly something to write home about. So whatever. So Brave New World Order, Brave World Order, Brave World Order, Brave New Order, whatever. New Order, yeah, New Order. Okay, it's my least favorite movie, anticipated movie. Okay, and that's because there's a lot of shit behind the scenes, a lot of chaos, dysfunction behind the scenes, bunch of reshoots over and over again. He just did, I don't know, earlier this year or the year before, they did a bunch of they finished the film the year before, but they had to go back to doing about 6. I mean, basically a whole, almost like whole winter and spring of reshoots. Okay, and now they're doing reshoots again, just 2 or 3 months ahead of the release. There's things behind the scenes. A leaked plot that I saw on Reddit does not look interesting. This doesn't sound interesting. It's just, I don't know if there's excitement about this. There's not a lot of excitement behind this. Okay, for me personally. Now, obviously, it could prove me wrong. It could turn out to be a good movie. Who knows? Who knows? But I just don't have confidence in it right now. I'll see it. No question about that. I'll see it. All right. So next is Thunderbolts. Okay. So with Thunderbolts, I like the recent trailer that came out. I don't know, a couple weeks ago. At the Brazil D23, I think it was D23 in Brazil. I liked that trailer, that 1 minute scene in the trailer after that. So I think this movie could go either way, 50-50. But I think this movie has potential to be very, very fun, very, 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 very fun, comedic and good. But I also think this movie could be like Black Widow, Captain America, Brave New Order. It could be like try to copy something that is not. And I think it's just one of those movies where you like certain members of the cast, but do they gel? Will they gel well together? Will this movie Okay, I like the trailer, so I'm it's still good. It was always going to be third on this list. Okay, okay. So next we'll go to my second least anticipated. I guess technically my second most anticipated now, right? Least second. If it's second is my least and most, right? Second least and most, right? Uh, this movie, Fantastic Four. Okay, First Steps. And that movie, obviously, is the movie I'm looking forward to most. Marvel, love the casting, love the idea for the movie. I think it's gonna be fun. Uh, I just think it's gonna be really a solid movie. Don't know if it's gonna be a massive hit, but I think it'll be a solid movie. It's a finally get to see what the MCU has their, having their hands on Marvel this time on the Fantastic Four and see what they can cook up with. Finally having the Fantastic Four under their umbrella and not Fox anymore. Not Fox making all those bullshit movies in the past. So I'm really interested in that. Uh, I just think it's gonna be a fun movie. Maybe Doctor Doom. It's comedic fun in the family dynamic while they deal with with the threat of Galactus and potentially other villains and the future of the MCU and especially if how it's gonna lead into Avengers Doomsday because I do think this movie will have some stuff that will lead to Avengers Doomsday. It will definitely have some ramifications, some noteworthy Easter eggs, or not just Easter eggs, actually major stuff in the movie. You're gonna have to figure out and see that it's gonna might lead into Avengers Doomsday, whether it's Doctor Doom or some other stuff. So yeah, that's my second most and least favorite. Okay, second least and most favorite. So my number one most and most anticipated movie. Obviously, you know what it is. I mean, I didn't say yet. Superman. Nah, this is not Superman. Fuck you, Captain America. You're too American. Superman. Just plain old Superman. Why is Superman my most foreign movie? Because I'm more of a DC fan than Marvel. To be honest with you. Okay. Okay. I'm more of a DC fan than Marvel. I like James Gunn's films. I'm highly vested interested, highly vested interested in seeing how James Gunn is gonna bring this universe of DCU and how he's building it, how his people, how our fans are gonna react to it. Creature Commandos is kind of for a niche audience, I would say. Like it's an animated show, but animated shows, it's not Peacemaker, okay? Peacemaker, I think more people would watch Peacemaker season two than they watch Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is a okay. I just think for Creature Commandos is going to be the hardcore is going to watch it, okay? But Superman's really the test of the general audience. It may not be $1 billion, but if it makes, I don't know, 600, 700 billion, I think Superman is a test to see how general audience is going to gravitate towards the DCU, right? It all starts with Superman. It really starts with Superman. If Warner Bros. Could finally found light at the end of the tunnel with a universe in the DC with DC, because we know in the past they tried, it failed. They had to retry and they tried to fix everything in house, new presidents, new directors, new directions, and it didn't work. Here we just got James Gunn and Peter Safran, and they bring in people they think that'll help them, and they were tapped to come out with a foundation a foundation, a blueprint of what they're going to do for the DCU. And Superman's going to be the big first test, and that obviously that gets me very eventually interested in that. I want to see how Superman does because to me it'll be a testament to the future of DCU. Okay, I wish I could watch Creature Commandos, but I can't base the future of DCU off the success of DCU off Creature Commandos. It has to be off Superman. Okay, Superman. Okay, and I know in Creature Commandos there's some stuff that's gonna lose someone's happy with the DCU. But the thing is, I don't think a lot of people are gonna watch Creature Commandos. I don't think I'm gonna say this. I don't think Creature Commandos are gonna be. I'm not gonna say it's a flaw because it is animation. I just don't think it'll be viewed a lot. It's gonna have a lot of people watching. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, Degrassi, if you disagree. I'm sorry if I just think it's gonna have a niche audience. Okay. And this is not me being a hater. I'm not like Grace or anything like that. I'm just Grace. That streamer did. Grace just Grace is different. It's just her. She's shitting on everything James Gunn. She has prejudice and a bias towards James Gunn. This is just me being honest with what I think. Okay. So those are my four anticipated movies. I'll go quickly in order from least to not to least to most anticipated. So Brave, Captain America, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and Superman. And I just know 2026 might be a little harder. A little harder. I think in 2026 it's gonna be a little harder to decide most anticipated movies. Yeah, I know. Some people are gonna say, "Why is Avengers Tuesday not number one?" I'll be like, "I might go Batman Part Two is number one." Yeah, probably very small. I Okay, so yeah, I don't know what else to say. Um, a short stream? I don't know. Oh, the Rizzler's gonna get his own comic book. I'm kidding about that. I don't know what else to say. Uh, I got nothing else, but I don't like doing a 40-minute stream. I'm gonna turn to football. Watch some fucking football. Uh, it's been kind of a slow week. Honestly, it's been a slow week. Hopefully, things will start picking up tomorrow. The embargo's gonna apparently be lifted for Creature Commandos. Aaron will join the DCU. Yeah, I will. That's true. So I guess Tuesday I'll be doing episode 1 and 2 spoiler review of Skeleton Crew. Thursday I'll be doing the same thing for Creature Commandos. Okay. And every Tuesday and Thursday until the shows end. It'll be Creature Commandos and Skeleton Crew dedicated to those on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then there's gonna be a bunch of movies coming out this month. I'll probably go and see and watch. Yeah, yeah. So So there'll be a bunch of movies this month where I'll probably watch, see, and review, spoiler review, do shit like that. Typical, Marvel rivals, be blinded team. I don't know what else to say. December's gonna be a little bit more busier than usual, obviously. And then January is probably be lighter. I don't know what comes out in January. January's gonna be a light schedule for sure. And February we will pick up again. And then March, whatever. That's down the line. I don't worry about February, March down the line. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say for now. I wish I had more stuff to talk about, but like there's been lack of content to talk about because there's been not really much movie news lately and stuff like that. And I have to come up with better content to talk about, ideas too. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Sorry for the short stream. 40 minutes is not bad, but sorry for a short stream. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, like, share, comment, do all